It's another lovely Friday, and so good to be here to bring your way yet another great book on Readers Club, one chapter. My name is Yemisi Olufade. So, trust you're good and set to know about this great book titled Before You Do. It is a very useful book in decision making and has helped me since I read it. I still read it. It's not a book you just read once and drop. It's such a blessing. Before You Do is written by Bishop T.D. Jakes, the CEO of Potter's House of Dallas. He has won and been nominated for several awards and has also been the host of national radio and television broadcasts and regularly featured on the highly rated Dr. Phil show. He's also the author of Reposition Yourself, Not Easily Broken, Woman Thou Art Loose, among many other great books. He lives in Dallas with his wife and 5 children. The book, Before You Do, talks about steps to take before you decide, before you blame, before you lead, before you decide to love, before you place your love order, before you commit, before you marry, before you divorce, among many other life decisions we take in our daily life journey. My one chapter that I will give a quick summary of is chapter 6, Before You Decide to Love. And what better time than now to do that, since we're in the month of love, talking about February, talking about Valentine's Day, and of course, it's the month of love. So we'll be looking at that chapter, Before You Decide to Love. The chapter begins with a quote by C.S. Lewis. Why love if losing hurts so much? We love to know that we are not alone. End of quote. So chapter 6 talks about the decision to love being the hardest and easiest decision ever to be made. It touches on the price of maintaining a relationship, choosing to love through the good and bad times, risking love after hurt, real intimacy that is true, requiring transparency and vulnerability, honesty and acceptance, as well as trust. This chapter also encourages being honest about wanting a relationship when you decide to love and going all the way to ensure you get that your heart's companion so you can be complete. A quote from this chapter by the author says, "Be honest with yourself about wanting a relationship, no matter how successful, how large the house, how lucrative the business. Whom will you come home to at the end of the day? Whom will you come home to?" End of quotation. Very deep, I'd say. This is just one out of the many questions for self-examination contained in this chapter titled Before You Decide to Love, chapter 6 of the book Before You Do. Wow. For some singles listening, I'm pretty sure you're already thinking of getting a copy of this book, whether hard copy or ebook. I will not be exaggerating if I say it is a mind-blowing book full of answers to questions we ask ourselves in our decision making. And so thank you for joining me on Readers Club One Chapter. Hope you enjoyed listening. You can join me again next Friday as we read another great book by yet another great author. For comments, inquiries, suggestions, you can do this on Facebook, Instagram, Yemisi Olufade, or you can just send a mail to readersclub1chaptermissy@gmail.com. Thank you and stay safe.